Hello, and welcome to This Week on the Lot. This week's episode is brought to you by Tampax. Plug the bitch. Hey, there's a little bit of reverb in here. You may or may not hear it on the show, but we're coming to you live right now from the downtown Dickens studio. With me always is my co-host and good friend, Shannon Egbert. Today we will discuss our week on the lot and lots of useless things we have observed this week. So without further ado, let's get started. Hey Shannon, you have a story about a little fancy gal in the lot this weekend that may or may not be trying to kill her husband.
Yeah, well, we've kind of come to the conclusion now that we need to check for rat poison in the fettuccine. So, yeah, that's...
Rat poison in the fettuccine, or perhaps some antifreeze in the old Gatorade or Kool-Aid?
Yeah, it's... If she comes up missing, we'll probably know why. Or if he comes up missing. But, yeah, she'd come in buying a car because she won $12,000 in Vegas. Didn't want her husband to know about it. She's number one, 38 years old, and he is 64 years old, and he's an old vet.
Where'd she get that $12,000 from in Vegas?
Well, she said she won it. I have no idea. One way or another, she received $12,000 while she was in Vegas, either from gambling winnings or services rendered. One of the two.
Services rendered by, you thinking the Donkey Show?
Possibly. You can only draw a conclusion on your own.
Hey, Shannon, we'll get back to that. I would also like to introduce some of our sponsors, if I may.
Let's hear it.
This week, we're going to be brought to you by Credit Card Skins.
That's the coolest idea I've ever heard of.
You know what they're going to do? If you're on welfare, they're going to cover that shame for you.
I go to the store.
$9.99.
And that's a hell of a price to pay, because when I go to the store, and, we're car salesmen, so we have the Oregon Trail card.
I don't qualify for it. Unfortunately, I don't make enough.
It's not a 401k, Brian. It's an Oregon Trail card. So when we use ours, my wife's always embarrassed to pull out the old Oregon Trail card to pay at Safeway, because it seems like people are a little bit on the uppy side there. So it's nice now, because when we go and buy energy drinks and candy bars, then she can.
Well, there's no shame.
Yeah, no.
It's like putting a condom on a penis.
Yeah,
covers the bumps.
Absolutely, it looks
herpes
terrific.
Disappear.
Yeah, it looks terrific, and no one knows what card you're using.
All right. Well, hey, today we're going to talk about a little thing called Skinner and Walmart. The connection. Is it the people?
I think it is. I think it is.
I've been to Walmart on welfare day, and I've been to Skinner every day. And one thing I've noticed is that people are kind of quite a bit alike.
Well, they kind of wear the same clothes and have about the same amount of money.
When was pajama bottoms acceptable clothes to wear to go out and shop for a car?
I couldn't tell you. Years ago it was slacks and a nice sport jacket, and now it seems like if you have any type of clothing on, it's acceptable.
It's permissible to go outside?
Yeah, I mean, go to the Goodwill and blindfolded, pick out your outfit, head on in.
My point is, and what I've seen is, you get these guys coming in their pajama bottoms, and they're like, they agreed a $400 a month payment, but they need to borrow $20 for gas to get off the lot. And I'm thinking, all right, is it shame on us or shame on them? I don't know. Maybe we're becoming a society where that's acceptable. That, how much credit can I get? Well, that's directly contrived to how many people are you going to pay back, and most of the people we deal with, they're never paying nobody back.
They still owe some money somewhere.
I kind of went way not funny with where I was trying to go there, because I'm this time thing right here.
Is it pissing you off?
It's fucking me up, because I'm going, okay, we're halfway through the podcast already, and this isn't a 10-minute podcast. This could be a 10-minute podcast.
Yeah.
Or an 8-minute or a 9-minute. I don't know, because I didn't set a timer like I should have, in which we will do on our next one when we're doing this again. We're going to put our phone timer on and set it. That brings me, since we were talking about the lot, it'll bring me back to Rodney. And I'm going to let you talk about him for a second, and I'll give you my ideas on him. The only question I have, serial killer or closet gay?
Well, I hope that he's a closet gay, because I don't want to have to whoop a serial killer's ass for putting stuff in my tea, That's just not cool. It's not cool.
What if he's a serial gay killer and only kills gay people?
Well, then I'm safe, and I'll still whip his ass. So.
Right. So That's what you have on that, right? So maybe I should, before I take a drink.
Yeah,
You know, I'm really also getting irritated because I hear a crackling in my ears. I'm
that's
talking.
because the gain is up too loud.
Loud. Again, we're trying to learn. We had hit on it a second ago on the last podcast, which you guys will never hear because it's just a figment of our imagination now, is why do we lick envelopes? It's 2013. You know, it's still weird that we drive using our feet, but we actually lick envelopes.
And what's funny with the licking envelopes, they haven't even come up with a tasty envelope. It still tastes like shit.
You know that cockroaches like to lay their eggs inside of
That's what I heard.
that envelope. They like the way that tastes.
Yep.
There's
You're licking
probably
cockroach.
something funny there. I just don't know how to get to it. I also want to talk to you about Butch, who's our search manager, who knows absolutely
It
everything.
does.
And then we have Jeremy, who knows absolutely nothing.
they're made for each other.
I'm wondering if they had a baby, if that baby would be like a normal person.
Yeah,
I don't know.
something about some things.
They both look like they could carry a baby.
Yeah, I think Butch is pregnant.
It's very possible. We're going to get to that later on. Also, flicking of the nuts, is that an action of endearment or just plain being a dick?
I say it's plain being a dick.
You know what? I tend to agree because I don't want my nuts flicked.
No.
Ever. There's nothing funny about it. It hurts.
Yeah.
Breast size, how important is it to you? And I'm talking about our breast size, not women's.
Yeah. Mine are fantastic. So.
You do got great breasts.
I sure do.
I'm just going to lay this down real quick before we go any further because I do think it's kind of funny. You may disagree because you don't drink like I drink, but reasons why wine in a box is better. I got 7 reasons.
Okay, there's 7 reasons why.
7
wine
reasons why
in a box
is better.
Is better than wine in a bottle or any other way.
Well, okay, 1. Neighbors can't see all your empty bottles in the recycle bin. They don't know you can be a closet drunk with a box. Can't do it with 7 bottles of wine on the curb.
Oh, that's very true.
1 box does equal 7 bottles.
That's fantastic.
The bladder inside the box makes a great blow-up pillow while you're camping. You can push the button, you can
The MacGyver drunks.
Blow it up.
Just what we need.
It's easier to carry 1 box versus 7 bottles. You know, you can also stack 7 boxes of wine. Try to stack 7 bottles.
It's stackable.
Bottles are hard to do. You got a pyramid.
No, bottles
Boxes,
suck. That's all there is
7
to
in the
it.
corner. I have never been cut with a broken box. I have been cut with a broken bottle twice from my ex-wife. And, you know, 7 and final is boxes are made from trees, and I hate trees. So I waste as many of those as you want to.
Got to get rid of those.
All right, that's probably not the funniest thing in the world, but it was something that I had written down. We also, this week, are going to touch on a new title we like to call New Gay Titles for Old Movies. And we came up with a couple of them. Schindler's Lisp. That's where you come in with Stop It, Philly.
Get into lines, please.
The Fast and Really, Really, Really Furious. The Fantastic Forever.
The Fantastic Four.
And The Birdcage, which is actually really a gay movie.
It's really
Next
gay.
week, we're going to discuss his piece and her piece. Which would you rather have?
I'd rather have his piece.
We appreciate you joining us this evening for another episode of This Week on the Lot. This has been a Dick Egg production.
Boop, boop.
Recording for a couple of seconds.
Couple of seconds of recording.
We will be recording for a couple of seconds. We'll see if it stops at 8. Then we know we fucked up.